You know what I'm tired of? It's the same argument every time I go on. We get great news that Jared Leto is playing the Joker, and it could be a standalone movie. And then, before then, you get a movie, somebody saying that Joaquin Phoenix or something like that might be starring as an origin sideline movie. So you'll have sort of like two universes, okay, where just about everything and everyone can exist. You can have Suicide Squad, you can have Gotham City, whatever, Sirens, you can have all these great characters and not worry about going over some sort of story or plot line. But why? Why have a Joker story? Why have a villain story? I mean, we're having Shazam, we're having maybe a Harley Quinn story, so maybe you should start asking why we getting these movies, why we getting Joker. Well, I tell you, Marvel has already killed off most of the villains. Okay, they've killed them off, and for the majority of the time, you have probably seen their main villain in one movie. So with the lack of maybe character development for those villains, because most of the time you get the villain story and the good guy story all in the one film, and you get the sort of fight at the end. So the answer to that is, why not have a Joker film, a Penguin film, Riddler, and all the different Cheetah, all the different villains, have them have their own movie, build up the characters, have Deadshot movie, have Deathstroke movie, have everything. Keep the characters going for as long as possible, until that fateful day where they have to go up against the goodie. So when they do go up against the goodie, you're at a loss in who you should actually be rooting for, because you get why Deadshot or Deathstroke or Lex Luthor is doing these things, because you just watched a whole 2-hour movie on about his, from his point of view. And also it's keeping the character going. It's keeping the character, out there in the universe, and not just in one movie and gone the next. So that is why we need more stories, not just centred on the superhero. Can you imagine if roles were reversed and we're asking why are we getting a Batman film? Because we're normally used to Jokers. I'm just talking about if things were reversed and we were getting more solo villain stories than we were getting hero stories. You would actually be rooting for the villain. You wouldn't be rooting for the hero. You just came out of nowhere and went in and bet the guy that you've been following. But if you've been following this villain, then it makes much better experience when you see them. Now, as far as, let's go back to the Jokers. Now, some people out there have got a problem. I'm sorry I keep lifting my glasses out, it's because the light's booming down on my lenses, it's going into. So let's go Joker, right? Now, Heath Ledger. I'm going to start with Jack Nicholson, right? Now, forget the other Jokers before then, okay? Even the cartoon verse, the Batman Adam West's Joker and stuff like that. Right? They were Jokers of their time. Right? And that's exactly the key point, Jokers of their time and what they were written like and stuff like that. But you still thought they were fine, they were good. They were in different incarnation of the Joker. Is Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson the greatest Joker? No. I mean, you look at Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton's Batman or whatever, and I saw drawings of Joker dancing about, dodging the bullets as the Batplane comes in and starts, and Jack Nicholson just stands there with a gun that says bang on it. And the more you watch it, the more unlikely that's the Joker you've read about. No, because the Joker, depending if you're reading the New 52 when he takes off his face mask and stuff like that, or if you read Death in the Family, you know, when he attacks a person, when he attacks Robin with a crowbar and dresses up as some sort of Arab, rich fellow and stuff like that, leading a gang of crooks. Quite like the two versions of the Joker that came after with Jared Leto and Heath Ledger. Now, Heath Ledger, not saying, yes, he done a great performance as that type of Joker that Christopher Nolan wanted. But was he spot on portraying Joker? No. I get a knife and I slit mouths all the time. That's not the Joker I read about. And what's with this? You see, no, I'm surprised that doesn't take as mimic as the Batman. What it goes, oh, would you? Now that impersonation of Christian Bale's Batman, that gets imitated all the time. But again, it's Christopher Nolan may have read comic books, right? But The Dark Knight Returns and Dark Knight Rises or whatever, they were far, far away from what they started out with Batman Begins. Because that was more or less done by, I believe, David Goyer and stuff like that. And it was more close to Batman. But as it drifted on to the other two films, it seemed that these incarnations of Batman and the villains were far removed from what we know. I mean, it's now Jared Leto. Now he had a small role in the film, but his maniacal laugh, beating a guy with a baseball bat in the asylum in the background, walking about like he owns the place. Now that's creepy. That is scary. No, is it the Joker that we all know? No, because there is no definition of who is the Joker. I mean, that scene where he comes into the kitchen and he sits on top of the guy, and the guard is shitting himself. He's going, oh God, it's the Joker. Then you see a scene where he's, skip that bit. When he's on the catwalk above the acid with Harley Quinn, and he's, would you die for me? And then he turns around and then he jumps in. That was fantastic. That was bit when he dives in and that music starts and he's in the acid with the girl. But you also have that scene. There's so many moments of Joker in that film, and but he deserves his time on the big screen, more time to develop the character, even. And if it's another sort of origin story or whatever, then great. Have it all connected, have some other different version, and by the time that Joker comes out, we appreciate him more. It's done by a different writer and director, and that's the main thing, is who's doing the screenplay, who's writing the Joker, because only an actor can only feed off of what he is writing, and what's down in front of him. And that's all he's got to work with, and he's got to create something himself. As I say, going back to, again with Heath Ledger, I mean, yeah, that was an okay Joker. That was, an Oscar for it, But that was a portrayal of a character called Joker, not necessarily totally relatable to the ones in the comics. Neither are these. You could probably say the same thing as Christian Bale's Batman was unlike the comic books. even the up-to-date Ben Affleck, but that's what I've always said about is based on. And people seem to judge because it's not who they are, or that's not my Superman and Man of Steel, or that's not that. And hell, you just get the fundamental bits about a character, you keep it, and then you know, and then you let all your sort of selfish needs and desires of a character, let that go, and just enjoy this new interpretation of the character. That bit where he shoots the guy for just looking at Harley Quinn, and then I'm talking back now, Jared Leto, he's lying down in a circle with knives with baby clothes on the outside and stuff, made you wonder. It's just, where is he going? How did it ha everywhere, the tattoos and everything else. It was a funky new look at looking at criminals. Very comic-esque, and for a first time for a director that's never done comic book, I thought it was a great attempt. Got a guy in the work just now wants to see Suicide Squad again, above Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Hello? I love Suicide Squad, but hey, I love my indie. So you got to think outside the box. You've got to think, you've got to give the actor its due. You've got to have all these films, all these standalone movies. It doesn't matter if it's I want Superman 2, I want Man of Steel 2. Why are we getting a villain story? Why are we getting 2 of this and that? You're getting it. And you're going to probably get the Joker in different scenarios. And it's going to be great. All the other stuff is going to come. What other universe are you going to get where you're going to have villains and heroes all getting their movies? And that to me is just fantastic news. There are so many great villains, and DC is known for its DC villains. And when the movies come out, so will the rest of the world know how great DC villains are. So yeah, let's look forward to Jared Leto's Joker. Let's see what else he can do with the character. Yeah, and respect the Jokers of the past, because each one of us has got their own favourite Joker, whether it's be Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger or the ones before that, or even Mark Hamill's cartoon portrayal in the animated series as the Joker. Is that the Joker? No, the Joker has multiple personalities all locked up inside his head. There isn't one clear definition of what Joker should or should not be doing. I'll let that. That's all I need. I'll probably make another video similar to this, because it agitates me so much that people somehow still have a problem with the Joker or Jokers, or the fact that we're having these films made for us. Same thing goes with Gotham. Why have Gotham and not Batman? Well, to me, after watching Gotham, it gave me a lot more respect for the character of not just James Gordon, but of the city itself. And it just adds to my passion of that universe, of that city. And it will add even more so when I see young Bruce growing up. But again, people they're just silly, moaning about little things when they don't actually appreciate what they've got.